guys, I'm back. Another weekend and I'm back with another important video. Yes. Well, this is supposed to be a monsoon time, but it hasn't really been raining much in Hyderabad, but it has been raining a lot in other cities. So why am I talking about this? Because when it rains and next is winter. So in winters, we riders face an issue. That is when we wear a helmet. The inside of the visor fogs. They call it as fogging, but it's basically condensation. When you breathe out, you have moisture coming out, and that moisture touches the visor, the cold visor, and it condenses. And when a visor condenses, you can't see ahead. So it is very difficult to ride in early morning in winters and when it rains. So what do? We riders generally flip up the visor and we ride. But by doing that, as we know, it is not safe. Dust can get into our eyes or a stone can hit our eyes at higher speeds. So there are a lot of tricks. What people say is that you can apply shaving foam to the inner side of your visor and then clean it up, and for a couple of days your visor would be good where it would not fog, it would not condense. And there are a few other things, but there is one professional way of doing it, and that is known as anti-fog insert. Yes, something like this. All right, I'll open it up and show it to you what it is, but I already have a visor here where I have an anti-fog insert. Okay, now if you look at this, it would almost look like a plain transparent visor. But this visor, if you wear it, no matter how cold it is, you could be in Ladakh, it could be raining, but with your visor completely down, it is not going to condense. There'll be no fog whatsoever, because this has a thin film here which has been inserted, and it is, as I mentioned, known as anti-fog insert. All right, what this does is, the moment you breathe out, the moisture that comes out, this one kind of absorbs it and it will not let it fog. So you can see absolutely clearly through it. You also get some anti-fog sprays, but why do you want to spend so much money? You can keep on buying sprays and keep spraying it and wiping it when you can just buy one insert and it is good for the rest of your life, So again, there are two kind of anti-fog inserts. I'm making this video because very few people know about this, about anti-fog inserts. There are two types of anti-fog inserts. One is the one which can only be installed on visors with pin lock mechanism. You see here, there's a screw and there's another screw here. All right, this extends to the inner part of the visor, and I'll show it to you. This one, now it's kind of snug fit. How do I get it out? It's very difficult to get it out once you put it up. It's a snug fit. If you can see it here, the insert, the anti-fog insert, is sitting onto this screw here inside. So in case your visor does not have these pin lock mechanism, then you cannot put a anti-fog insert generally. All right, and not every helmet visor has this pin lock mechanism. My HJC FG17 has it, if you see it here, but my Bell RS1 doesn't have it. You see it here. I'll show another one. If you see it here, this one doesn't have a pin lock mechanism here. All right, you see this? So in case your helmet doesn't have a pin lock mechanism, what can you do? It doesn't mean you throw that helmet away and buy another helmet with pin lock mechanism. So that is where I did some research and I got these. This is an anti-fog visor insert, but this is universal without a pin lock required. Let me open this for you and I'll show it to you now how this actually looks. Okay, the insert would look like this. Let me open this and put it onto this. Alright, so even without the pin lock needed, you can just stretch it like this and this would fit onto your visor. Right now you can't see through it because there's a lot of plastic and there are a couple of protective layers here. Okay, let me get this out. So buddies, I have the anti-fog insert in my hand and here's the visor. So it should be kept this way from the inside and it would remain this way and you can see through it after we remove the layers on the both sides, the protective layers. So first we're going to remove the red one. All right. And before we actually remove the red side of the anti-fog visor, take this cloth which comes along with it and clean up the inside of your helmet visor. I have to insert it. Okay. Now here it's kind of tricky. I just want to make sure that it fits well. Just make sure there are no gaps here, because if there are gaps then moisture would go inside it. Now peel off this side also. And here we go buddies. See this? It is like a glass now. It is completely see-through and let me do this. No condensation, right? No condensation whatsoever. And there's a very good video by the company, the manufacturer. They do a lot of testing. They put a hot cup of coffee inside the helmet and they close the visor and they show that there is no condensation. Let me also, what I'll do is I'll put that video at the end of my video. All right, buddies, I'll leave a link for the product in the description of this video, or in case you have any products available in India locally, you can buy them too. But I strongly insist that you buy one of these inserts because it doesn't cost much money, but that is it. These are life saviors and they make you enjoy your ride and not worry about the condensation and the fog. Thanks for watching, and if you're not subscribed to me, you're missing out on well over 600 videos, buddies. I'm there on Instagram also. My Instagram link is in the description of this video. And bye-bye.
When I put it above the hot water, let's see what happens. It will fog up within a few seconds. This is a motorcycle visor with V-Pro anti-fog visor insert. Let me put it above the hot water as well. "30 seconds later, 60 seconds later, 120 seconds later." You can see the area covered by anti-fog visor inserts is still absolutely clear, but the area uncovered fog up seriously. You can barely see anything.